Hi, my name is Glenn Matecun. I am an estate planning and elder law attorney, and I'm also the founder of the Elder Care Whiteboard. Today's session answers the question, what is estate planning? Lots of people talk about estate planning, but not very many people actually define what is a good estate plan. I look at estate planning as a three-level pyramid, and on the bottom of the pyramid is the first level, and that's incapacity. Incapacity is simply when you are physically here, mentally gone. Who's going to take care of your finances, write your checks, make sure your day-to-day life continues as usual. It also deals with your medical decisions and carrying out your wishes from a medical standpoint. And once you have that incapacity set, you want to go up to the next level, and that next level is wealth transfer. How do you get your assets where you want them to go in the easiest, most efficient, tax-friendly way possible? And that's either a will or a trust. And because that's such a complicated question, I've done a whole different session on the difference between a will and a trust. But for purposes of this session, you want to make sure that you have something in place that is going to transfer your assets to your loved ones in the easiest, most efficient, tax-friendly way possible. And once you get to that second level, the third level you may need or you may not need, and we call that beneficiary protection. And beneficiary protection is what happens to the assets after you're gone and you've given them to a beneficiary. The easiest example I can give you is if you have a minor child. Of course, you don't want to leave your son or your daughter who's a minor an inheritance. They don't know what to do with it. They won't handle it correctly. But there's other situations that we look at. For example, if you have a son or a daughter who has creditors and you leave them an inheritance, that inheritance is going to be taken by the creditors. If they have substance abuse problems, certainly you don't want to leave them an outright inheritance. It causes all sorts of problems. For example, if your son or daughter is in a bad marriage and you leave them an inheritance, their soon-to-be ex-spouse could walk away with half of their inheritance, and so you want to protect against that. And the final thing we like to protect against is if you have a special needs child or grandchild that you're leaving an inheritance to, we want to make sure that if you give them money, if you give them assets, that those assets are protected. Because if they're not protected, what happens is they're going to be disqualified from any governmental benefits that they're receiving. So to wrap it up, when you have an estate plan, a comprehensive estate plan, you want it to make sure to cover incapacity, wealth transfer, and protect the beneficiaries if it's necessary. It'll be great for you and your family, and it'll help you sleep better at night. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.